Blessed be everybody, it's time for another series of weekly tarot forecasts, and we are talking about the week starting April 30th, 2023. Now we're going to start, of course, with our card of the week, right? The universal background experience that we're each and all going through, in addition to what you're going to be watching as you navigate the chapters in the down bar below and see whatever sign you want to look at. And we're going to announce this week's giveaway winner. And this week's giveaway winner is Natasha VDL. So congratulations to you. You get a free 15-minute video report from me, and I've already reached out to you in the comments in the down bar below, so check your alerts on YouTube here if you haven't seen it yet, and you can follow the instructions and I can get that reading going to you. For those of you who are curious, I am the one who does the readings because I'm the only one who does any of my readings when it comes to this channel and my work. So don't worry, you're not going to get like outsourced to somebody else or anything like that. It's coming from me. And so if you would like to participate in this next week's giveaway, make sure that you are leaving in a comment in the down bar below saying that you'd like to enter, and leave your sun sign and your moon sign so I know you want to be entered. That really does make the difference, because I don't know if you want to be entered or not. Sometimes people just say, hi, how's it going? Put me in there. And that's okay, but I'd rather, have a clear indicator as to who's in versus who just saying hi. That being said, if any of you do want to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. You can follow the links in the down bar below. I don't just do video reports. I also do live, Zoom, phone, and Skype readings, whichever one you want, tarot and astrology. So check it out if you get a chance. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. So what is going on when it comes to your week, or our week, since we're talking about the universal card of the week in this segment? The card of the week for this segment is the Temperance card reversed. And this is all about assessing situations where forced situations have been created, even though they are not serving everybody or anybody in those situations. The Temperance card reverse can often show up where things that are incompatible, they undermine each other, they clash with each other, tend to keep each other in stasis. They are not working to help themselves or maybe the counterpart in the situation to grow and flourish. And every once in a while, the Temperance card reverse shows up where things were maybe rushed forth into being, things were maybe forced or contrived to happen, and maybe the people or the agreements or the resources involved are actually the reason none of it's going forward. It's not good to try and force things that are going on different paths or going in different directions, or just that have extremely different and conflicting needs, to try and just be bound together and somehow work it out, right? This can be very difficult to surmount when it comes to maybe finishing projects, settling family challenges, things that might be going on in your social life, or maybe your own personal career or ambitions. The Temperance card reversed, it's calling us to pay close attention to where things that are not a match, that cannot seem to just, get along and stay out of each other's way, are creating problems for each other. We can't have this thing go this way so long as these elements are continued to be forced to stay in the same place or operate in the same way. So we're all getting put on notice. Where have we either been a part of that, had that happen done to us, right? Maybe put in the wrong group, made to work with the wrong people, made to keep this kind of thing in mind when we should be over here? Or where have we been trying to force something like that to happen? And what can we do to maybe hit that undo button a little bit and get something set up where everyone is in the space where they can do their best, have their best, and be out of each other's way? If that's what's been going on the whole time, no matter what, we have a chance to fix it. So that is what is going on with the card of the week. What is going on with each individual sign? Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. This week, your big spiritual theme, or the big focus, is the Five of Cups upright. And so this week is all about taking bridges over troubled waters, moving on, moving forward, and beginning new chapters after loss, after disappointments, after mess-ups, after issues that have already kind of ended, but maybe their wake or their ripple effect or their lasting effect has still been with us. The Five of Cups never presents new problems or new loss or new difficulties, but it is time to leave the rubble. It is time to walk away from the broken down project or the disappointing friendship or the, rundown house or whatever, metaphor you want to plug in here. The Five of Cups can show us brighter passages, shortcuts, as well as ways to make up for lost time. But we may have to also spend some time this week accepting and learning to accept new things that are here to replace what was lost and can't come back. When it comes to material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ace of Pentacles upright. This is going to be a week where a new upward trend is getting set in all areas of money and, of course, your career. The Ace of Pentacles can indicate a bright new commitment, a new opportunity that is going to essentially be a gift that keeps on giving. We're getting a bit of good now and a lot of good in a few months. It's going to continue to grow and grow. With the Ace of Pentacles, though, we do need to understand that this will be a commitment, and we want to make sure that everything is nice and set and in order, and we are ready to get down to work and make sure that we can, of course, dedicate what we need to dedicate energetically, socially, professionally, and with our own discipline so that we can help to nurture this, whatever it is, to become as abundant as it promises to be. The Ace of Pentacles could be a promotion, a new job opportunity, but whatever it is, it's going to be something you get a chance to work on for a good while and, again, collect some good dough every step of the way. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And something that you have been trying to build or something that you have been trying to work on with another person, this could be an ally, again, a friend or a relative, is getting dropped this week. Now, the Seven of Pentacles reversed is good, honestly, in this case, because I feel like this might have been something that was already just showing signs of never going to be all it was cracked up to be. It might be something you've already fallen out of love with, something that you've only been going through the motions with, or something that you've already lost or sunk a lot of time and energy into and not been actually seeing any kind of payoff or getting anything back that even compensates you for your time. With the Seven of Pentacles reversed, it's good to understand where we get a bit of a freedom break here, right? We're getting a chance to cash out, walk out, step away. And this might also be good for the other person in the situation as well. Maybe they might not be emotionally ready or looking at the situation in a practical way. They might still be kind of, daydreaming a bit, but this is probably for the best. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Tower card reversed. Letting other issues or other people's problems be other people's problems. The Tower card reversed is showing up where we have a lot of transitions and a lot of alterations, of course, going on all around you. This is very big when it comes to environmental shifts, environmental norms, life directions of other people. How else would I phrase it? Possibly even just sort of the very landscape that you're used to operating in, going, into a space where it's getting turned upside down. But it's not happening to you personally. It's not happening to you and, what's going on in your inner world or your private world. And sometimes the Tower card reverse can say, look, we need to be ready to help when these things, kind of come and go, right, when it's all done. But there is also a warning about trying to stop something from happening that you can't stop. And, possibly even hurting yourself or others involved by trying to stop something that it can't be stopped. It's an inevitability. It's already, here. Make sure you know how to discern when your time, your effort, and your energy is appropriate and where you need to wait. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Two of Cups upright. Beautiful card in love and romance here because it looks like a lot of new long-term commitments or committed goals or committed roads are getting cemented this week. So for those of you Aries people who are maybe single or available to new people, this could be a week where absolutely you are meeting somebody that you're hitting it off with quite quickly. And the nice thing about this is that you both want to create or co-create the same kind of end game when it comes to relationships, whether it's for family, for the marriage, household, where we want to live. It's like you're meeting somebody on a road you're already on, and they're on the same road as well. When it comes to those of you who are coupled or are married, the Two of Cups upright is indicating as a unit we are changing roads and starting a new chapter, a new era in this relationship. We are walking away from a lifestyle or maybe a normal or an era and giving the relationship a fresh coat of paint because we are reinventing what our relationship is, right? And we got to do that every once in a while. If you're in a long-term relationship with somebody, you're not going to, it's not the same day, Groundhog Day, over and over and over and over and over again, right? You're going to reinvent that relationship, several times. This just happens to be a time for you to do it. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme or your big focus this week is the Eight of Pentacles, upright. And it's all about updates, upgrades, new resources, new responsibilities, but also steady growth throughout the entirety of the week, especially when it comes to practical affairs like career and finances. The Eight of Pentacles upright, however, is going to be a little bit more demanding on you when it comes to keeping up the pace with this. A lot of big jumps are in the order for you, but you are going to need to be ready to put your nose to the grind and also be ready to advance on your technical training and your education, because the more you do, the more responsibility, accolades, and advancement you get. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ace of Swords reversed. And this week you're going to get a chance to reverse a mistake or undo something that either was imposed upon you or maybe even something that you did yourself as it relates to a matter of your finances, a family matter, or a professional matter. The Ace of Swords reversed is all about getting a second chance by going back and reversing something or taking something off the table or unmaking something that may be continuing to snowball if we do nothing about it. This can also bring an opportunity for advancement because you may be finding that you are also getting a chance to grow because you will be correcting the mistake of another person. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Ten of Swords upright. And we have a bad end to a bad situation. And this could be going on with a friend, not so much a friend anymore, an ally, not so much an ally anymore, or whatever is going on there. The Ten of Swords is all about a punctuation. It's all about finally closing something off that is not going to get better. And it only gets worse the longer we procrastinate this clear. Some of you may be doing some social pruning, deciding that you've had enough of a certain contact, abandoning a certain project, abandoning a job, or maybe even some kind of old business. Some of you may be cutting off family members. Some of you may be deciding to turn your road elsewhere from these people or this situation, whatever it is. I feel like with the Ten of Swords, this again is already something that is pretty bad. Like, it's pretty unhealthy to remain in the situation. The Ten of Swords only shows up when we need to be shown, like, look, stop waiting for things to just magically get better or people to change. You've got to put more space between you and whatever is happening here. And that's what the Ten of Swords is really all about. Nipping it in the bud, calling it off. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Queen of Wands reversed. You're going to need to be ready to take on some situations where a lot of negative or challenging or oppressive circumstances were brought forth into being to serve the interest of a particular person or maybe a particular element of your world. The Queen of Wands reversed can often show up as sort of like the mean girl or the Cersei Lannister of the tarot deck. And there is something that maybe you have been playing a part in that you didn't know you were playing a part in coming forth. Now, you may be correcting this with the Ace of Swords reversed, right? If it's happening on the job, you could be cutting her off with the Ten of Swords upright. But you're going to want to make sure that you stay firm in your choices. The Queen of Wands reverse can be very hostile, very much a bully, very volatile, and it will not be a quiet transition, but it will be a transition, and that is enough. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Page of Wands reversed. And this week, there may need to be some talks about some kind of activity, behavior, or maybe love language or communication that has become or has always been a bit of a turnoff as it relates to maybe an exchange between you and a partner, you and a spouse, or maybe even a potential partner or partner intended or partner to be. With the Page of Wands reversed, it's important that these things are aired and that we're in a relationship where it's safe to air these things, right? Without having to get overly involved in the other person's state of mind or worrying about people freaking out because we have to share something. The Page of Wands reverse is indicating this can be fixed. This can be worked out. This might be something that we're trying to ask a partner to maybe do differently, or maybe they have something that they'd like to share with us that we need to stop. Either way, the Page of Wands reverse is just an opportunity to get back in step with each other, but we do need to be good communicators about it. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Ace of Cups upright. And you are going to be finding that a lot of positive reinforcement, gifts, and new tools are being given to you in tokens of affection and as gestures of affection. People are really going to be going out of their way to connect and delve into deeper ways to demonstrate their loyalty, devotion, and affection for you. With the Ace of Cups upright, you may be also finding that this is going to be a week where a lot of different kinds of relationships, not just romantic, but also platonic and professional, are going to be going through powerful evolutions, but also in the interest of the strongest relationships possible, stripping off armor, stripping down defenses, as well as opening up truths that maybe have not been discussed in full. Prepare for a week of a lot of heart-to-hearts and a lot of very strong, intimate, vulnerable moments with people that make bonds all the stronger. If you find yourself in a situation where maybe you're worried about certain things being said or you're kind of used to things following a different script, you're in for a bit of an adjustment period, but remember, the wise adapt. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Six of Cups upright. And it looks like some kind of old dream or old opportunity, maybe something that once passed you over, or maybe something that you would just like to try to get back, well, has its chance to come back. The Six of Cups is all about going back in time, visiting yesteryear, and even having something get reborn or re-delivered to us that we sorely miss or we just deeply appreciate. This could also indicate possibly an opportunity for an old dream that you have had for your living situation, or maybe something you'd like to do with your career suddenly becoming more easily realized than it was maybe in the past. Something that was ahead of its time is now going to have its day, and you might even find out about some old money that is yours for the taking if you'll have it. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the King of Cups reversed. This week may involve a bit of a sit down and maybe some brutal honesty while we're talking about that Ace of Cups when it comes to a friend, a relative, or an ally that is imposing their world, their emotions, their mental state onto you and onto your life in such a way where it is becoming a full-on incursion. It is an invasion, and it is an obstruction to what you've got going on. The King of Cups reversed can often show up as somebody who could be, polluting or contaminating something very important to you, or trying to pull you off your path and onto your path. Usually with the King of Cups reversed, it's because this is the type of person who knows they can't do it on their own. Either it's because they don't have the time, the energy, the resources, or they're inept or stupid. Usually, though, you got to keep an eye out. You're not going to get anything out of helping a person working with these motivations. Might not necessarily be a king, as in a he, but whatever the situation is, just make sure you're keeping a good eye on your boundaries and you're making sure this person knows what's up. When it comes to your challenge, you've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, this is a time where, Gemini, you need to realize that you're in the driver's seat. There is a warning with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and I often have to say this a lot, especially to people who are kind of more on the New Agey side of things. You can't just surrender and see where the leaves blow you all the time. You have to find the balance between living intentionally and living intuitively. And if things are too, fluid and chaotic and out of control, we're probably way too much in the intuitive, just letting things throw themselves at us wherever they go and go wherever we go. And if it's too rigid or too stagnant, then there is too much intentional living, too much effort on control. And with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, we have to see where we need to get our head in the game a different way, start getting active and engaged with things we've been hands off with, things that we may have left up in the hands of other people, or where we have decided to take too much of a wait and see attitude with, because whatever we're leaving up will come down if we don't. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Judgment card upright. And this is going to be a week of advancement, because the Judgment card is all about bringing all matters of a story or a phase to a head to prepare for a big level up, to prepare for a big graduation moment. Now, for a lot of you, this can indicate, yes, a jump in status when it comes to your love life. Possibly, maybe everyone going up a notch. Right? Going from casual to official, going from official to living together, or living together to being engaged, or however it goes. Everyone is getting a chance to go up a notch. But with the Judgment card reversed, there is also the wrapping up of a lot of old stories, the pleasant ones and the difficult ones. And for those of you who are already in very long-term serious relationships, the Judgment card upright is giving your relationship a chance to completely break from a normal, a quality of life, a lifestyle, or maybe even a phase you've been caught up in for far too long as a couple and as individuals. And this will bring a new sense of freedom, but also kind of, open up the world for everybody here. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Ten of Cups upright. It's the happily ever after card and a happily ever after week. The Ten of Cups is all about cashing in and cashing out from a lot of long-term journeys and paths that you've been on, as well as even happy endings to situations that have been quite arduous in recent weeks or recent months. You may be finding that this is also a week where a lot of things that you have had maybe a lacking sense of direction with, not knowing where you were going to go, how something was going to show up, or maybe not being able to find what you seek, all of those answers, all of those solutions are presenting at once. Because the Ten of Cups tends to be sort of the all-purpose, all-in-one blessing. What you need, you got covered. And so prepare to be covered and taken care of. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Chariot upright. This is a time where you are going to be getting the MVP treatment. You're going to be getting the celebrity treatment, the most important person on the job, a celebrity kind of moment comes from this card. Because the Chariot is all about promoting you. It's all about lifting you up and even transcending obstacles or blockades that have been on a financial or career path you have been working your way through up until this point. A lot of you may be also finding that there is an acceleration to some kind of plan, whether it's a savings plan, an investment plan, or maybe a career ladder climb. And you're also going to notice that, yes, it's possible that a thorn in your side is also knocked off the road this week as well. Be prepared to be championed and treated like a champion. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Hierophant reversed, and you may be in for some very interesting news about an alteration to some kind of agreement, contract, or maybe even law of the land as it relates to something you've got going on as a personal plan for yourself, or maybe with an ally, a friend, or a relative. This can be a change in how things work, maybe in your town, around a certain project or permit you're trying to get, travel opportunities, moves. Maybe you're thinking about changing something with your education and you're finding out about a change in prerequisites. Or maybe an old contract that you're involved in is getting altered in a way that is highly beneficial to you. So be prepared. A lot of norms that you've been operating under are going to be in flux in a good way. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Knight of Swords upright, putting yourself first. Really, I mean, everything here is happening for you. The Knight of Swords upright is all about charging in, right? It's all about taking the initiative. It's all about going first, and it's all about championing your own cause, and also letting other people help you, stick up for you, and fight some battles with and for you as well. All of this stuff could feel like it's coming on very, very fast, and sometimes we might get in our own way by taking too many breaks, overindulging in little breathers, or deciding that maybe we want to recharge when we don't need to recharge, right? The battery's at 80%. You don't need to take a day to charge it up to 100. What the hell are you doing? This is going to be a time where it is all about you, rising to a new sense of power, prestige, peace, and prosperity. Don't slow it down. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Justice card reversed. And this week there's going to be a complete release or elimination or sundering of some kind of attached issue that has followed you for a long time in love. The Justice card reversed is all about the elimination of contracts, covenants, commitments, burdens, obligations, and anything that maybe has been constantly pulling or draining you or in your relationship in some way. This could be the elimination of something that you and a partner have been maybe carrying together, such as maybe an old debt or maybe a bad deal. Yes, some of you may be finding that a partner may be deciding that they are getting ready to change jobs, change their course. I also feel like the Justice card reverse for a lot of you is purging something that you or a partner took on or brought into the relationship or brought into the home willingly. Whatever is going on with the Justice card reversed, just understand that this is about correcting a mistake or something that never should have happened in the first place. And everyone involved in this situation is being set free and finally pushed to go their own way. So that is what I've got for you all on the partner front. Now, for those of you who are single or available, you may be meeting somebody who is in the beginning stages of this, or you may be having something like this going on as it relates to an older relationship or old partnership matter. Take your time with this. All of this stuff does need to get sorted and purged away before we can get down to doing real serious stuff. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Ace of Wands reversed. And it's time to take a serious look at things that are burning out as well as where you are burning out. Because the Ace of Wands reversed is all about saying, look, we have maybe been staying or trying to overwork or fix or maybe redeem things for far too long that we are getting tied up with, that is blocking us in some way, creatively, professionally, socially, energetically, spiritually, it doesn't matter. And whenever the Ace of Wands shows up reversed, it's important to see where is it we have been maybe getting, tunnel vision when it comes to trying to fix or hunker down on these matters. Throughout the course of this week, substitutions and shortcuts to the paths that you've been on and things you've let yourself get tunnel vision with or let yourself get bogged down with are going to show up. And you want to make sure that you are expanding your field of view so that you can at least entertain them and see them, because otherwise this burnout energy is going to keep going and going. When it comes to material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Sun upright. So here's a beautiful gift coming your way that might change your course away from where you think you needed to go or where you had to stay. The Sun is all about some kind of brilliant new beginning that is just sort of popping up out of the blue as it relates to maybe a shift in how things are run in your world. This can be a change of scenery for those of you looking for a change of scenery, new job opportunities, transfers, or moves. This could be even a change in policy or a change in the people that you are working with or working for. But we're also seeing with the Sun card upright an influx of new wealth, an influx of abundance also coming from things that have been maybe kept small. And you may also be finding you're getting some special attention that you're not used to getting. Because if you've been feeling obscured, overlooked, passed over, this whole week is going to be about changing all of that. So be ready. Don't get stuck with where you've been and overprocess, because that always delays progress. Get ready for some breakthroughs. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Queen of Swords reversed. You may be in for a bit of a conflict this week with somebody who has a particular axe to grind, either with you or with somebody that you care about. The Queen of Swords reversed can often show up as somebody who is trying to leverage their own wounds, their own hurts, and their own suffering in order to excuse just being a toxic mess. And you got to be careful in this situation because you're dealing with somebody who has sought to no longer be a victim by deciding to get empowerment by switching sides and being the abuser. This could be going on in a family situation. This could be somebody, acting out wounded brat style, or this could be somebody who is trying to actively pick a fight with you or somebody that you care about. For some of you, it will be personal to you. For some of you, you will be witnessing this happening to another person. The answer is always the same when it comes to the Queen of Swords reversed. You got to fight her back. Sometimes this is the type of it might not be a she, by the way. You got to fight them back. I got to fight them back because sometimes, the only way a person's going to learn to stop is if they realize that there's nothing negotiable about this situation, and this is not the way. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Knight of Wands reversed. This week, you want to make sure that you are not trying to revive things you don't want to revive. The Knight of Wands reverse can often show up where we might be scattering our energies in the wrong places, trying to get fulfillment or profit or love or growth from the wrong things, as well as where we may be letting ourselves just kind of fall into bad habits, hoping to get a bit of a jolt. Again, we've got solutions coming from that Sun. We've got opportunities, interestingly enough, coming through the Ace of Wands reversed. Make sure that you are not letting yourself get scattered by, the things that frustrate you, as well as the things that may come up against you this week. Keep your eyes open and your mind open for new prizes. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Eight of Swords upright. And with the Eight of Swords upright, there may be something going on with a partner or yourself, or maybe the relationship altogether, where an old issue that nobody has really tried to solve is starting to bunch up around us. Now, the Eight of Swords, more often than not, we see a situation that is escapable, that can be treated, that can be eliminated, that can be solved. But for some reason, nobody has gone about solving it. Now, this can sometimes happen, especially in like marriage situations where maybe we have been overindulgent with a child, or we've been too permissive with an in-law, or maybe between us and our partner, we have just sort of let, let's just say, an elephant in the room have that corner of the room. And now it's time to see what can we do to actually deal with said elephant. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this very much can and will come up as well, even in something brand new. But I strongly suggest that if it is a very fresh situation, you guys take the time to work it out on your own and not, again, start the relationship on this note. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. And this week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Five of Swords reversed, which is all about bringing in peace, reversing harms done, and even receiving reparations, compensation, or being the recipient of contrite actions on the part of others. This is going to be a time where a lot of old battles get quieted in your life. And you may also find that, yes, there may even be some situations where people are trying to break bread with you that you were at odds with before. Take everything on a case-by-case basis. Sometimes, we can make something work. Sometimes it's just about putting the conflict to rest and going separate ways. However, with the Five of Swords reversed, you're in for a very relaxing transition into May nonetheless, because a lot of the battles you fought up until now that may have kept going are getting quieted. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, and your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Lovers reversed. And so this week there is going to be some kind of division happening here as it relates to an involvement, an attachment, a collaboration, or an association that has been very harmful to you and your work and your finances. The Lovers card reversed is indicating this division is going to open up a world of opportunities because you are no longer sharing association, merit, or interests with whatever this other matter is. This could be the elimination of somebody who's been riding your coattails, the cutting off of something that has been keeping you in a status or a state you don't want to be in anymore, the end of a fractious alliance, the release of maybe even a bad trend that has been going on in your field, your office, or your industry. But with the Lovers card reversed, you're getting a chance to breathe some fresh air and enjoy some credit and opportunities and wealth that were being blocked from coming into your life because of what was going on before this week. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Nine of Cups reversed. And this week, a wish is getting mostly granted as it relates to the actions of a friend, a relative, or an ally. The Nine of Cups reversed can often show up where we are getting something that we want, but it's not 100%. It's still, 90, 95%, so A minus to an A grade. It's still really, really good, so don't be one of those people that's like, well, if it's not 100, it's a 0, because, those people are terrible. But you want to make sure that you are ready to put the finishing touches on this. This could be somebody going out of their way for you. This could be a situation where somebody is maybe gifting you with something that you can finish and take care of and, suddenly exceed your own expectations with. This can be a beautiful, beautiful gift, right? A wish is getting granted, but you've got to complete it yourself. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Knight of Cups reversed. This week, you are having everything kind of go your way, but you may be feeling some anxiety, some insecurity, or some guilt about that, especially when it comes to people that may have depended on you because of their own insecurities, their own neediness, their own clinginess, or whatever is going on. And with the Knight of Cups reversed, you may find yourself covertly or overtly getting guilt-tripped or punished by people trying to cling to you. You may be finding that other people's insecurities or personal narratives are kind of invading your world and invading your space, and you're going to need to be ready to make some stronger walls around you and yours so that none of that stuff can contaminate what's going on for you. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the Nine of Swords upright. This week, love and romance may circle around a situation that comes up for a partner or a spouse, or maybe even a partner to be your partner intended for those of you who are, technically single and available, that they are facing something that has maybe been haunting them for some time. The Nine of Swords is no joke when it's upright. This is something where a person can be shook to their core. And this could be something going on as it relates to, this person of interest's personal history, childhood or family stuff, or maybe even something going on as it relates to their work or something else that is, kind of plaguing them. And with the Nine of Swords, you need to be ready to step forward and help them deal with it. Be supportive, be patient, but also assist them with constructive solutions. Because the Nine of Swords, again, like I said, is no joke, and they may be in a space where they are really wound up. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. This week, your big spiritual theme or the big focus is the Seven of Cups upright. And so the world is really opening up for you this week, and it can be a bit jarring with this card because the Seven of Cups is all about tons of new options, tons of new opportunities and goodies being put on the table for you. But you can't have all of them, and you probably shouldn't want all of them because they're not all equal. And it's going to be really important that you take your time this week to make sure that you are exploring things versus maybe blindly picking and choosing or doing anything too impulsively. This could be multiple different opportunities when it comes to money, when it comes to your job, your living situation, your future in general. And with the Seven of Cups, it can be a great shift, especially where you feel like maybe it's been a little bit too quiet or you've been without options, but now we're going to go through a bit of a feeling of being spoiled for choice. So make sure that as we go through this week, you are not jumping to any major decisions or making any major commitments, especially in the early parts of the week. Because as we get closer to Thursday and Friday, that's where the cream is going to rise, right? And we're going to know where the best of the best is. Look at everything, investigate everything, but be patient. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Three of Pentacles upright, and you are getting a chance to move on up when it comes to your own professional profile and your financial status, because you are getting welcomed to work with what you might call the highly capable group. Right, the varsity team, getting a chance to go on into the AP classes as it relates to maybe competitive opportunities, stronger teams, working with better business as it relates to clients, customers, and assignments, and also getting a chance to be welcomed with open arms by these people. It's going to be a wonderful time at work, whether it's a new job situation, new work environment, or something that you are evolving into, because you are also going to be getting the sense that, look, everyone here is dedicated, authentic, real, and very much geared towards making sure that everybody involved in these situations gets the highest profit out of the work they're putting into it possible. You're also going to find that you are going to be getting a chance to show your stuff to people in positions of power that will also give you more chances for advancement now and later. You are also going to find financially that this week is going to be going quite well because people are coming in to help you soup up some investments or maybe some income avenues that you already have to make them all the more profitable. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the devil reversed. This week, a known thorn in your side, an enemy, a saboteur, or perhaps just a weak link in your chain, I should say it that way, a weak link in your chain is going to be going bye-bye. With the Devil card reversed, we see the purge of something that has been the known cause and core of a lot of problems that has refused to leave, or maybe has just not left for whatever reason. Maybe other people weren't letting the situation go, or there was an open door that maybe wasn't closed properly. It doesn't matter. This person or whatever the circumstance is getting purged out of your space. This could be, a problematic person leaving a family group, a social group. This could be somebody bowing out of a project they were no good for, or even somebody that has been just a bit of an antagonist in your life disappearing. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Page of Pentacles upright. And with the Page of Pentacles, your biggest challenge is to, again, take things slow. Everything is going extremely well for you this week, but you don't want to rush to make any decisions, do anything impulsively, or hurry things up to go too fast, right? It's your own fault if you can't stop yourself from doing that. Take responsibility, because with the Page of Pentacles, you are getting a chance to plant seeds that will sustain you for a very, very long time. But we have to take good care of the planting as well. With the Page of Pentacles, it's a time to make sure that you are keeping things in order and organized, especially when it comes to handling that Seven of Cups matter we talked about before. And be ready to raise your standards a little bit when it comes to what you ask for from others and from yourself, because getting welcomed into these higher performing spaces means we gotta be ready to get down to some high performance work. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Six of Wands reversed. This week you might be getting some news about a situation that we need to backpedal out of or to change a course with. This could be something that you have going on with a partner, a spouse, or a partner intended. Maybe this was a joint venture, or this is something that we committed to or took on as a couple or as a family. Or this may be something going on in their world where they are having second thoughts in a good way, especially around a decision or a commitment that they have made that could be more trouble than it's worth. See what we can do to help this person to work up the courage to commit to this backpedaling, right? They are doing this for the right reasons. It could be a bad, choice they made in their own social life or in their own groups or in their own professional life. Luckily, again, with the Six of Wands reversed, there is a chance to rewind and backpedal out of it, and that is what they need to do. And if it's happening to the whole lot of you, make sure that you are giving yourselves the freedom to do that. You don't have to always finish or resolve what you start. Sometimes the lesson is knowing, okay, you can undo things, and that can actually be in the highest interest of all concerned. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. Now this week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Seven of Wands upright. And with the Seven of Wands, this is going to be a time where you are starting to make some serious headway in situations where there has been a bit of a standstill, a bit of too much quietude, or maybe even odds stacked or working against you. With the Seven of Wands, this is all about solutions. It is all about you climbing on top of a situation that has maybe gotten away from you, or finally getting some serious pay dirt out of efforts you were not getting compensated for, or even getting recognition you were not being given in the past. With the Seven of Wands, it's important to understand that you do not want to rest on your laurels this week. Do not slow down for the small victories. Appreciate them, be grateful for them, but keep going. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the World card upright, which is all about promotions. It's all about big level ups. It's all about huge advancements getting set up for you. With the World card upright, we are getting presented with an opportunity to give ourselves a massive raise, a new sense of long-term security, and also possibly a new title or reputation for which we will be known at the office, in our industry, or whatever is going on around us. The World card upright is all about a complete success that is allowing us to not just turn a page in our lives, but to open a completely new book. This may be a time as well where you are finding with the World card, not only are you on top of the world, but you are also being set up to maybe immediately reinvest and finally start bringing other stories in your life to completion as well. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Four of Wands upright. And it looks like more good news is coming your way through a friend or an ally or a family member that is giving you some kind of heads up that a job is complete, a quest is complete. There is a cause for celebration with this matter because you and the other person involved have been maybe, putting a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this matter, each in your own way. This is something that we've been striving for, that we have been fighting for. The Four of Wands is all about crossing a milestone and also getting a chance to turn this into a bit of a new normal for ourselves. This could be something that the other person is going to be accomplishing or putting the finishing touches on themselves, or this is something that you will be finally able to complete and celebrate together. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Queen of Pentacles upright. Now, the Queen of Pentacles as a challenge upright is not really a bad thing, but it's an important reminder that what you're getting lifted up for is what sets you apart from other people, not how good you are at mirroring other people or doing what everyone else does or staying on a script or any of that kind of stuff. The Queen of Pentacles is all about uniqueness and the celebration of their own creative work and their ability to get the job done, not be afraid to get their hands dirty, and profit from labors of love. And throughout the course of this week, as you are going through these big lifts, you don't want to lose your sense of self, right? You have to know who you really are to enjoy the benefits of this kind of challenge. The Queen of Pentacles is also indicating that you're going to get a chance to even make some powerful changes in the way certain systems or situations or setups in your life work. And you have to be ready to be okay to lead your own way and take care of it yourself and make sure you are not letting yourself get overly involved in other people's states of mind or what's going on with the peer pressure or expected of you. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Ten of Wands reversed. This week, there is going to be a huge sigh of relief in love and romance as something that could be seen as a bit of a blockade to you and a partner is going to be getting completely dropped. And this could be something that you are doing. This could be something that a partner is doing. A lot of the times the Ten of Wands reversed, something that has been maybe weighing us down. It's too expensive. It's too high maintenance. It's too time consuming. It's getting in the way. It's putting us at odds with each other is finally disappearing. Now, this could be something as it relates to, what we've taken on as a household. This could be things brought in from other people, right? Other households, family members, in-laws, old relationship matters, or this could even be something relating to finances or credit. Luckily, with the Ten of Wands reversed, all of this mess is getting chucked out. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. And this week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Ten of Pentacles upright. So the Ten of Pentacles is all about setting us up for new long-term wealth, happiness, abundance, security, and also making sure that this is something that not only lasts the test of time, but actually begins to generate its own wealth, abundance, happiness, and security. The Ten of Pentacles is all about new long-term changes, new long-term blessings that are going to be paving over and replacing a lot of things that maybe you've been timing your watch to in your world. Good and bad. You know, sometimes it's just time for a goddamn upgrade. And luckily that's what's happening here. But you want to be mindful with the Ten of Pentacles upright. This can take you into a space where your comfort zone will be challenged, because sometimes the things that make us feel comfortable or the things that make us feel valid or whatever are not the best we can do. And so be prepared. You're going to be getting this wonderful, get tricked out kind of feeling, right? You're getting a lot of these cool tools and resources and blessings coming your way, but you've got to change with them just a little bit. Again, stay authentic, stay yourself, know yourself, right? No business doing any of this if you don't know who you are, but make sure that you're allowing yourself to be flexible and adapt to what the changes in your surroundings are, because it's all for your own good. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Strength card reversed. And this week, there is going to be a revelation about something that has not been getting taken care of that needs attention now, because it's starting to go into a state of decline. This could be something that you catch maybe as a mistake that another person has made, either at work or in a financial matter or in a family situation. Or this could be something that maybe you and others have kind of been not had your eye on for a while. The Strength card reversed is indicating there needs to be some fresh energy, fresh blood, and fresh ideas here for this to work if we want to turn this situation right side up. However, some of you may find that you don't want to turn it right side up, and that's perfectly okay as well, but you still can't have it go on as it is. So either we fix it or we get rid of it. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Two of Pentacles upright. And this week, there may be something going on where a certain agenda that you have that you may be sharing with another person is getting a couple of opportunities to grow, but we are going to have to be able to choose what path to commit to. The Two of Pentacles can be really good fortune, especially when it comes to having multiple sources of resources, abundance, or support, but we also have to find a way to work it into an already complicated schedule, an already complicated situation, and we may need to start reorganizing ourselves and our own disciplines and our own commitments a different way. You can do this and see what they have to offer. Don't shut this down. See what you can do to work this in. It's not that complicated. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Six of Swords reversed. Staying stuck in the past. Refusing to move forward. Trying to maybe give things extra tries or slowing down progress unnecessarily. Be careful with this card. In the challenge position, the Six of Swords reversed can sometimes also warn against potentially refusing things that are good for us just because we haven't given ourselves enough time to learn to understand them, or we may be in a situation where we would rather stay where we can time our watch to a situation even if it's not good versus maybe trust something new and unknown. A lot of this week is, again, working for you, but you need to be okay with maybe letting go of the familiar and comfortable every once in a while, right? Don't repeat past patterns. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Four of Swords upright. This week, relationships seem to be going into a bit more of a hermitude kind of place. A lot of you are going to find that your partner, your spouse, and yourself are getting a chance to cut yourselves off from a lot of maybe the usual outside world interference or inputs that we have been engaging in. This is all about restoration, recharges, renewal, a bit of a retreat. Some of you may be deciding to do that, a little bit of a private getaway that we're planning, or maybe we're just kind of doing a little bit of a staycation, but making sure that we're not letting all of the noise and all of the other people kind of come in here. Only the people on the guest list. The Four of Swords is about rekindling, recharging, and again, renewing things that we've probably been on fumes with for a while. And in love, this can be a great time for intimacy and rebonding and just kind of, getting cozy with each other. And for those of you who are single or available to new people, you may even just be doing this with a brand new person, even though it's early. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Queen of Cups upright. And with the Queen of Cups upright, you are going to find that a lot of people are going to be going to work for you behind the scenes. The Queen of Cups is all about a nurturing generosity and a caring action or caring actions that tend to just alter the course of our story in our favor, and we may or may not know who's doing that kind of work, because the Queen of Cups is totally fine with you never finding out who they are sometimes, right? It's a selfless act and a selfless deed. Well, you may be the benefit of many selfless deeds this week. A lot of the times the Queen of Cups can show up as allies that we have that have connections or influence or power behind the scenes in some way, social, professional, magical. But with the Queen of Cups, be ready. You're going to be getting a bit of that fairy godmother treatment in all corners of your world. And it may surprise you just how much reach these allies really have. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Two of Wands upright. And it looks like some kind of new deal, new commitment, or yes, a very strong alliance or collaboration is getting made official this week. Now, of course, this could also be a job opportunity getting cemented, or a financial or business partnership finally becoming committed. Or this could even be some news that a gift or maybe some source of revenue is finally completing its construction and starting to pay off for you. Promises and maybe even some debts owed to you may also be getting fulfilled. So make sure that you are using this momentum, to kind of keep a good thing going as we walk into May. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the King of Swords upright. And the King of Swords is help on the way, stepping forward for you. The King of Swords is a no-nonsense kind of person, stepping forward to help us solve and completely solve a situation that we may have been at wit's end about fixing, whether this is because we didn't know how, or maybe we were just simply trying to soothe or, bring healing into the situation. What we really need to do is bring in solutions and a cure for the situation, right? There are differences. And with the King of Swords, you're getting just that. A lot of the times, the King of Swords can maybe go a little bit more to the quick, a little bit more intense, direct, or harsh than you would have wanted to, but maybe that's actually what it takes. And this is somebody who is absolutely credible when it comes to the work they're offering to you, the help they're offering. They've proven themselves, they've got the skill, they've got the education. They're not all talk, absolutely not. At least see what this person can do for you. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Wands reversed. And the Five of Wands reversed is basically saying, stop fighting battles you don't need to fight anymore. Stop engaging in arguments and in competitions and challenges that are wastes of time. Look at all of the good things that are coming from the King of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Do you really need to go and get a last word or a sucker punch into situations just because? No, that's wounded brat stuff. We don't do that on this channel. The Five of Wands reversed is all about knowing when you're good to take your leave. There are things that are just redundant at this point in time. And you may be finding that the solutions coming from the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords are just kind of getting you off the hook for being involved in anything anymore that could just be filling time. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Seven of Swords reversed. And the Seven of Swords reversed is all about unexpected good news due to the revelations of secrets or maybe opportunities or resources boomeranging back to you. And I feel like a lot of you single or available Capricorn people may find out, whether you were meant to or not, possibly through the grapevine or probably through maybe somebody interested in you, about a torch that somebody has now or maybe in the past once carried for you. And this could be something that could be explored, and maybe you want to give it a shot. For those of you who are coupled or are married, this is some kind of secret being shared with you and a partner from outside the relationship that you guys can capitalize on, some kind of shortcut. Or again, with that boomerang effect, maybe something that we thought we missed out on, we thought we maybe erroneously turned away from, something that we wish we could take back, we get a chance to take back this week. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Three of Swords, upright. This week is going to be weirdly difficult, I guess, even though I'm looking ahead and a lot of these other cards are overwhelmingly positive. But the Three of Swords is going to put you in a lot of positions this week where you are going to have to accept, make, or allow heartbreaking decisions and circumstances to complete as they are. Sometimes this can show up where you have to be the one to make a call that you know might leave other people or a situation high and dry, or leave somebody feeling abandoned or betrayed. Sometimes the Three of Swords upright can indicate a situation where there really isn't a way to solve all of our problems and not have everybody, and not have, anyone get hurt. There might not always be a way for that to be achieved practically or at all. And sometimes we have to be able to take the bad with the good and deliver the bad and the good at the same time. The Three of Swords upright can also indicate you might be put in a position this week to also confess maybe some concerns or some critiques or some complaints that you may have about a situation or a circumstance that you're involved in that will be a heartbreaking truth for another person to hear and accept. And this can happen anywhere in your world. You might be having to do it a couple of times, but unfortunately with the Three of Swords, it might be necessary. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Three of Cups upright, so I don't think it's happening at work. Because the Three of Cups is all about popularity. It's all about prestige. It's all about you getting taken very well care of by your community. In fact, with the Three of Cups upright, all of your income streams are starting to flow and gush in a much stronger way than you are used to, or maybe in a much stronger way than you normally estimate for this time of year. The Three of Cups is also indicating hookups coming to you through friends, through allies, through coworkers, things that are going to be changing the course of your month, not just this week, but your month, because you are getting a lot of hands on deck to take on bigger projects and bigger opportunities and finish them perfectly. You're also going to find that hookups for new jobs, new roles, or ways to promote yourself are going to be coming through your friendship circles as well. When it comes to maybe other matters strictly around finance or household matters, friends are also showing up here and maybe even finding things that you have been shopping around for, taking a lot of work off your hands. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Four of Pentacles upright. And this might be where that Three of Swords experience comes in. You are going to be put on notice to protect something that is at risk of loss or failure from an influence that you keep around yourself, that you might keep around or allow around out of loyalty or, again, family connection, social connection, professional connection, whatever. With the Four of Pentacles, though, this is a circumstance where I feel a lot of you may be deciding to institute a pretty strong boundary with this person. And yes, it can leave them feeling betrayed, but it may be time, or it may be overdue. And it's certainly better than just destroying the connection you have with them or sending them on their way. So you're just going to have to be okay with being firm. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Hanged Man upright. And the challenge of the Hanged Man can often show up where we need to be ready to put certain plans on hold because of advantages in our environment that need our attention now. Sometimes the hangman is a sign that a certain involvement that we have, a commitment that we have, or an agenda that we have has to get put on pause, so it can also go into a bit of a cocoon phase, right? And then come out better than it was when it went in. But that can be a challenge, because sometimes we can get a bit impatient. We don't want to compromise. It feels too much like a sacrifice, or it is something that we wish we didn't have to take a bit of a break from. It's only temporary. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the King of Wands upright. And with the King of Wands, this week, you are getting a chance to take a relationship in a much more socially adventurous and dynamic direction, because the King of Wands is all about bringing in a new sense of aliveness, a new sense of adventure, experimentation, as well as, just more of an electricity for you to enjoy with a partner. Now, this could be a mood that is coming out of your partner this week, or something that is going on with each of you. Or this could even be somebody coming forward into your life to present this experience for those of you who are single or available to new people. The King of Wands can also show up as another hookup, right? The King of Wands is the guy with the hookup as far as the kings are concerned. And this may even be a friend or an ally stepping forward to provide something for you, whether it's hooking you up with somebody, or possibly for those of you who are coupled, maybe even helping you and your partner achieve some goal or dream you've been trying to do all by your lonesomes. So that's what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting April 30th. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Six of Pentacles upright, and you're going to be feeling quite flush when it comes to material wealth, material resources, and security that's going to allow you to start investing more seriously in plans and in agendas and creations that you are looking to physically substantiate in your world. So this could be an influx of support and new cash and new wealth, but it's hitting all areas of your life at the same time, which is absolutely gorgeous. However, with the Six of Pentacles, you are also going to be needing to choose your company well. and choose where you are sharing your wealth and who you are investing in it, who you're investing in and who you're allowing to take part in these journeys with in a different way. Sometimes the Six of Pentacles can show up where we need to be reminded that when it comes to trust, collaboration, big quests and journeys, a meritocracy is in order. And sometimes we need to be a bit more choosy and a bit more discerning than we have. Pay attention to where you have your best people and what they're bringing to the table that makes them the best versus what might be just the most enthusiastic, or most energetic. I mean, there are exceptions to the rule. I mean, Merry and Pippin got to go along as well in The Lord of the Rings, but there was something they brought to the table. With the Six of Pentacles, you need to be mindful this week about how you are sharing your success and who you're sharing your journeys with. Again, merit over energy and pressure this week, because sometimes the most deserving are the least demanding and the least needy and the least maintenance. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, you've got the Emperor upright. And with the Emperor, you are getting a chance to assume a position of power and leadership. Either it is getting bestowed upon you through maybe a promotion, a big offer, or a chance to lead a group or a high-powered project, or you are getting a chance to share in power with somebody that you see as an authority figure or a powerful person. They could be bequeathing you with some kind of resources or allowing to use you to use their power or share in their power to the highest interest of all concerned. The Emperor card upright could indicate a big rule or a big move being made in your favor, either to give you this power or a person in power using their power on your behalf. Either way, it's all advantage Pisces. When it comes to community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Four of Cups upright. And this week, there is going to be some kind of call or urging for you to shake up your rut. This could be something going on, something stirring that may catch your eye with a friend or a relative or an ally that maybe you have not made a lot of room for in your world for whatever reason. And it's time to reorganize our cups, reorganize what's on the board right now, because the Four of Cups is indicating something that maybe is sort of, again, just what the doctor ordered, or a missing piece of a puzzle, or something that you desire or sorely miss is getting a chance to be more fully integrated into your life. But it's not going to be attention grabbing. It's not going to be needy. It's not going to be doing all of that stuff. So you're going to want to be careful. You're going to have to, don't miss it. Don't overlook it. Don't dismiss it. Look for the diamond in the rough. Look for the grail that doesn't have to be studded with jewels. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Moon card reversed. And with the Moon card reversed, it's all about seeing things clearly. It's all about seeing things honestly, and also being more honest with yourself when it's a challenge, because the Moon card reversed is all about the parting of veils, the revelations of secrets, and the dropping of covers. When we have the Moon card reversed as a challenge, sometimes we have to accept truths as they are, not for what we wish they would be or what we would like to believe could be their potential. This means investments, this means projects, this means people, this means groups, this means stories. And with the Moon card reversed, a lot of truths are getting revealed this week, and no amount of, piling on the yeah buts or excuses or affirmation, hailstorms are going to change that. And you've got to sometimes just get down to brass tacks and see things for how they are. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Three of Wands upright. And this week, you're going to find that something is getting moved on up. when it comes to a relationship. The Three of Wands is all about acceleration. It's all about commencing with something that has been waiting in the wings, something that has been waiting its turn. And for those of you who are maybe single or are available to new people, it's possible that a relationship opportunity that was put on hold, maybe for practical reasons, or something that never got off the ground in the past, is now getting a chance to, well, finally do its thing. Because the Three of Wands, right, as you know, as a lot of people say about this card, it's about the ships coming in. It's about things finally being where they need to be. Everything is coming together and it's time to get down to business. When it comes to those of you who are coupled or are married, this can indicate, yes, a major shift in this kind of direction as well, because something that was frozen in time is getting thawed and is now ready to get on the move. This could be something that has been slow to go for you, or this is something that maybe you and a partner have been putting off or were forced to put off for some reason, but no more. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.